Do you need to let go of control? Today, we're talking about the biggest lies you're believing about yourself that are keeping you stuck with those controlling thoughts, consuming your everyday. Friend, these three massive lies are debilitating to your future state. And if you want to start taking control of your life and showing up as your best self, these have got to go. So let's talk about the three basic core beliefs you're believing so that we can face it and change the game.
Hey girl, welcome to the Her Best Self podcast. I'm Lindsay Nickel, former competitive figure skater and perfectionist, turned God-led imperfect boy mom and digital CEO. If you find yourself constantly thinking about food and wondering if you'll wake up one day free from the obsessive thoughts and behaviors controlling your life, then I've created this podcast for you because I know exactly what it's like to be a downright hot mess trapped in a destructive cycle of disordered eating. I finally found freedom, and you can too, girlfriend. So if you're ready to heal your relationship with food and body and break the chains of control and show up in your best health, then grab your favorite Tarjay journal and let's get to it so you can start living your best life as your best self.
Hey. Welcome back to the Her Best Self podcast. It is episode 12 and we are rocking and rolling. I am going to share with you today the three basic core beliefs that you're believing about yourself that are keeping you in the cycle of destruction. Girlfriend, these three beliefs are based on scientific principles. And while I will not pretend to be a scientist, I am going to share with you today these three beliefs that are keeping you in your disordered eating patterns and behaviors, and what you can do right now to help yourself and help your future life. What are we waiting for? Let's dive right in. But before we get started, I just want to tell you to pause this episode, get a pen and paper. I want you to write down these three core biggest lies that you're believing. You're going to want to go back to this, okay? Number one, I am worthless. I did a whole episode on worth, guys, so you can go back to that episode. It's one of the very beginning episodes in the podcast. But you're believing I'm worthless. Deep down, you might believe that you don't deserve to heal your relationship with food. Deep down, you feel dangerous because you know actions that have caused you to get to this point. You feel hurtful because you know you've hurt yourself. You feel broken. You feel like a waste. You feel worthless. This all ties back to the self. And in my coaching practice, I focus heavily on the self because we cannot change what we do not repair. And we can't repair what we don't know we need to change. The truth is, eating disorders stem from a sense of false self-identity. I said it. That's it. We use coping mechanisms that are negative coping mechanisms that replace our true self with a sense of false self, and it leaves us safe and feeling secure. But the real truth here is that it leaves us spiraling out of control into a self pattern of destruction. And the more that we think about we don't deserve food, or we don't deserve this, or we're dangerous to ourselves, the more we will become so. You're not worthless. But this is the biggest lie you're believing right now. Where's your identity? This was a huge thing I had to ask myself when I was recovering from my eating disorder. I valued everyone else's opinion of me. I didn't even know what my own was anymore. I valued just the idolization of a body, of perfection, of worth based on something that I did and achieved and not on who I was inside. I did that so many times and told myself these things so many times. I truly believed my identity was completely someone that I didn't even know anymore. One of the biggest lies you're believing is that you're worthless, because the truth is, you are worth so much, and you're freaking so much worth more than what you're allowing yourself to believe right now. Number two, I am unlovable. I'm unwanted. I'm rejected. I'm scared of being abandoned. I'm always going to be this way. I just deserve to be alone. I'm ugly. I'm fat. I'm never going to be X, Y, and Z. This is allowing the world around you to place, again, that identity, that false sense identity of who you truly are. When you believe this to your soul, that you're unlovable, there's no getting out of that. Like, you create being unlovable. When you tell yourself that you're always going to be this way, that you're never ever going to change, that you've dealt with disordered eating for your entire life, you're basically telling yourself you don't want to change. You're not ready to change. Friend, today I want you to look at yourself in the mirror and I want you to say to yourself, I'm worthy. And it's not a matter of when I will heal my relationship with myself and with food and my body, but it's a matter of right now. It's a matter of how long am I going to allow this to control my ever being. It's a matter of how much longer do I want to struggle with this. Believe in you. Believe in you. Where's your identity? You may never be ready, but you can be committed. You may never feel ready, but that's why I do what I do, friend. Do you think that everyone that comes to me, do you think that I myself, when I was so freaking sick and dying, believed that I was ready, believed that I could do it, believed that it was going to work, believed? No, my faith was gone. I believed in what the world told me to believe. I believed I was worthless and that I was unlovable. I believed father of lies. But you know what? I also believed that I wanted to try to do something differently this time. So look at yourself in the mirror. Are you ready to try to do something differently? Are you tired of feeling worthless? Are you tired of letting those around you dictate who you think you are supposed to be? Where's your identity? Number 3, I am helpless. I'm inadequate. I'm ineffective. I'm incompetent. I cannot do this. I feel vulnerable. I am weak. I'm inferior. I'm powerless, and I am out of control. This is one of the biggest basic core beliefs that is going to keep you killing yourself with restricting or overeating or stuck in this unhealthy relationship with food and body. Letting go and surrendering all control frees the control from actually having a grip over your life and over your future. You are not helpless. In fact, you have support and help. And even if you don't have that immediately in your circle, you have it from me. You can email me at info@lindsaynickel.com and I vow to respond back to you, friend. So let's stop this. Let's stop these biggest lies that you're believing are truth, because they're not. They're lies. And when we take a step back, you're allowing these lies to penetrate into your identity so much so you believe them. And that's what's crazy, because then that ruminates into your words. Episode 10, your words have power. Go check that one out if you haven't listened to it already. But the reason why you don't have freedom from control, freedom from every single day being trapped with food and the way you feel about yourself and your body, the reason why you are here and not one step further, the reason why is because you don't have belief. You're believing false lies. And that's why you don't have true transformation. Yes, when I started down the path of not really wanting to get help for myself, but forced to get help, and didn't believe I could do it, and thought I'd always be this way, and thought I'd always struggle, and never thought I'd be good enough, never thought I'd be wanted, always felt rejected, always felt I didn't deserve good things, and turned to my negative, unhealthy relationship with food and my body because of it. The missing ingredient that I look back on now is like, I didn't have to truly 100% believe that the future was going to be brighter than today was, but I had to make the choice that I no longer wanted to sit in the yesterdays and in the present, that I no longer wanted to cling to that and stay trapped in that chain cycle of barely living, barely surviving, not enjoying life. And I had to literally say to myself, yes, Is this going to suck? Yes. I'm going to lose all sense of control, and I am going to freaking hate my life, and I might gain weight, and I am going to have to deal with that. And I am going to be okay, because it's not a matter of if this is going to work for me, but it's a matter of this is no longer working for me. And friend, maybe this is no longer working for you. Surrender. What is the consequence of not believing? What is the consequence? The consequence is that you're going to stay right where you are. And if right where you are is where you wanted to be, I doubt you'd be listening to me right now. The proof of all of this, you don't have to have it all figured out. You don't have to believe these lies that your mind is telling you to keep you safe any longer. The reason why you don't have freedom from disordered eating and control is because you're not allowing yourself to believe. You're not allowing yourself to have truth. That the transformation that you so desperately want is on the other side of fear. And if you could just take a jump, take a step, your life could get better. Just because it's always been this way doesn't mean a dang thing, sister. You may not ever be ready, but you can be committed, and you can change what you're believing. And you truly can find freedom from the biggest lies that you're believing keeping you stuck. So if this is you and you feel like you are worthless and you're unlovable and you're helpless, I want you to, instead of sitting there with those 3 basic core beliefs that actually come from the cognitive therapy of depression, which is created from Beck's cognitive triad. This is known as the negative triad, and I'm not going to go into it, but really these are the key elements of the belief system. And so it is proven that these are automatic, spontaneous, negative thoughts in our mind. And if you want to free yourself from these things, you have to change your focus and shift your identity to who you truly are. The father of lies comes to kill, steal, and destroy. Replace these lies with truth and get back to who you are. Because, sister, you weren't always this way, which is proof that you won't always be. You just have to allow yourself to believe in something other than the lies you're believing. Until next time. Hey girl, before you go, did you know that repeat dieting is one of the largest leading causes of an eating disorder? Girl, stop dieting. The Girl Stop Dieting group program is your 6-week solution this new year. We're going to undo the damage of dieting. I'm going to teach you everything you need to know to undiet. We are going to focus on intuitive eating, uncovering our truth, and we're going to establish healthy parameters around our weight, self-care, desires, emotional balance, and learning how to nourish and flourish our bodies while making peace with our plates. If this sounds like something you'd be interested in, please email my team at info@lindsaynickel.com so we can get you more details. You do not want to miss this. Girl, you can stop dieting. In order to be the best version of yourself, that requires the healthiest version of yourself. I believe in you, and if this is something you're interested in, reach out to my team at info@lindsaynickel.com and we'll get you more details. If you're ready to anti-diet your diet, then I'm ready for you, sweet friend. It's going to be a blast.
Oh, friend, thank you so much for letting me share what was on my heart today. My hope for this podcast is to help more women find freedom from food and body. If this has empowered or blessed you, let me know. I'd be honored for your rating and review of my show, and I'd love to connect with you in my private Facebook community. You really can move from perfection to purpose. Let's break the chains together. I'll help navigate the way. Until next time, bye for now, girl.